Welcome back. One of the main reasons I created this channel was to share Mama Ayahuasca's message with you as she showed it to me. And this specific part of my channel is dedicated to sharing those lessons with you. For many years, I have had a very deep calling to go to Peru. Not really understanding what a calling meant, but nonetheless, I was called to Peru and stumbled upon a shamanic sanctuary called SpiritQuest in Iquitos, which is where the Amazon rainforest is in Peru. SpiritQuest Sanctuary is, in my very biased opinion, an incredible retreat and an incredible sanctuary for anyone who is looking to dive deeper in themselves and to respect and honor the natural traditions of Mama Ayahuasca as a medicine. On the first day when we arrived, we all sat together and introduced ourselves. The people that I met were strangers at the beginning, and we left as brothers and sisters. They are now my family, and they are held in such a deep part of my heart. And I'm so grateful for them as well, but I'll get to that. When we arrived at the SpiritQuest Sanctuary, we all started tearing up the leaves of the plants that go into the ayahuasca brew that actually benefit different parts of the experience. We had bobinsana, which is a beautiful flower that I'll speak about later on as well. Essentially, each of these plants and each of these leaves that we tore up from the different plants contributed to different aspects of the ceremony itself. One of the plants contributed to opening the crown chakra, one to opening the heart chakra, that was bobinsana, one to promoting visions, and one to help with the purging. Once we had torn up these plants and placed them in a bowl, we then hammered the ayahuasca vine. By hammering it, we introduced our energy to it, and we set our first intention for being here. Once we had hammered the vine and put all the leaves together in a giant bowl, our shaman, Don Robert, and his son, Don Carlo, sat and blessed the pot before they went to create the medicine for us. Ayahuasca, as she is, and the journey I'm going to take you on with these lessons, is one that I truly never thought I would ever speak about. A lot of my clients come to me with very deep traumas that I promote healing through with a sober mind. This sober state of being in my practice specifically helps my clients who are suffering from deep traumas not to rely on anything outside for their healing and rather focus on everything they already have. So when it comes to plant medicines for me, I tend to only offer them in ceremony with experienced clients or as a closing ceremony to go deeper into our healing once we've opened up that journey together and my clients have found truth and understanding and self-confidence in facing their traumas before introducing a plant medicine that they might then rely on to get to that same state of healing. Through everything building up to this experience, which I will also go deeper into explaining, Mama Ayahuasca was calling to me in so many different facets of my being that I truly didn't understand at the time. I only once ingesting her actually understood how loud she had been. And from meeting her, she has guided me in so many different facets and she has brought me to you. I am honored to be sharing this with you. I'm honored to be showing you what she has shown me, and I hope that you do find it as interesting as I did. I will go in deep detail about my visions. I will also go into deep detail about what they mean for me and how they might be able to benefit you as well. And finally, I will just share everything she shared with me. I think that ayahuasca as a medicine is incredible, but Mama Ayahuasca as an entity is so much more than we think. She is Mother Nature. She is the mother of our creative beings. She is an incredible entity of power and feminine energy and of maternal energy that when ingested she just comforts you and she holds you and she helps you through the fears and the traumas that you have experienced. Of course, in the retreat that I went to specifically, everyone came with their own intentions and their own reasons for needing healing. I personally came because I was called to be there. My journey to Peru and how I got there in the first place took many, many years to accept. The original calling that came to me about Peru was during my deep shadow work and the practices I was doing to follow my calling of shamanism. I didn't acknowledge the calling until 4 years later, when the calling just became louder and the stars aligned perfectly, and as a result I experienced the beauty that is Mama Ayahuasca. But with all this being said, and the reason I'm explaining this is because everyone who arrived at the sanctuary arrived with their own intention, arrived with their own type of healing and their own type of magic. And my intention for being there was simply following my calling, following the dreams that led me here, and experiencing every single moment, giving as much as I can and being as present as possible in everything we did and everything we experienced. And through this experience and through these intentions that grew deeper as I understood how Mama Ayahuasca works in your body and in your mind and in your being, my intentions grew deeper, and my knowledge and understanding of the power and magic and absolute beauty and maternal love and feminine energy that she possesses came into being. I learned many lessons that I'm so excited to share with you. A huge shout out to SpiritQuest Sanctuary and Selva, who are just together the amalgamation of healing and growth and calmness and patience and love and understanding. And I just, as I said before, it is a very biased. I have never done ayahuasca before, and I have never experienced a different sanctuary in Peru, but from what I have experienced and what I will share with you, I can only recommend SpiritQuest Sanctuary. Everything that they did and the practices that they followed and the words that they used all resonated so deeply with me that I was just completely overwhelmed with gratitude for being in such a beautiful space and for being around such beautiful people. With that, I don't want to give too much away, but stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. Each week I will be uploading a new lesson from Mama Ayahuasca. I'll be uploading a new experience that she shared with me, and the processes of each ceremony as we experience them. I hope that you enjoy, and I am sending you so many blessings. I'm sending you love from wherever you are, and just wishing you a beautiful day.